You mentioned the two fighters that passed away, Maxim Dadashev and the fighter from Argentina, and with Nick Blackwell's situation. How was it for you to deal with all that happened? Because I know a similar situation happened with your dad earlier in his career. Not earlier, but in his career as well.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? And being in that situation where you have somebody's life um, on the line because of something that you've done, it really puts everything into perspective. You realize, okay, this isn't a movie, this isn't a book, this isn't a story you read about in the papers. This is you. This happened, and it could have been you. Um, it makes you really appreciate um, life, and it makes you more responsible. Well, it did me anyway. It made me more responsible as a fighter, knowing that I could do that to somebody, knowing that could happen, that could have happened to me. Um, it's made me more responsible. It makes me train harder. It makes me fight with more intensity because I know that it is possible to happen, and I can't afford that to happen to me. Um, yeah.
Does it haunt you in a way, or do you think about it a lot?
The thing with that is you can't think about it too much because then it starts to mess with your head. Um, if you think about, oh wow, this could happen to me, I could really get hurt, I could lose my life. Um, the chances of that actually happening actually increase. Uh, you have to go into a fight knowing that you are going to win, knowing that you are going to dominate, knowing that your plan is going to work. No matter what he does, you're going to win. You're gonna have your hand raised. You're not going to get hurt. That's the mindset you have to have going into the ring. If you're going in there thinking, shit, I could get really hurt here, you're going to get hurt. You're going to. So, obviously I thought about it, and then, it's something that never leaves your mind, but you can't have it constantly in your thought process because it'll actually hurt your performances, and it can actually endanger you also.
What do you think can be done to avoid situations like that? Like in the instance of Dadashev or the other fighter from Argentina as well. Like, what can be done to avoid situations like that, or is it just one of those things that sadly it comes with the sport?
I mean, if anything, it just has to be. It's just the ref. It's the referee. It's the corners. Um, you just have to have the most professional team involved in these in fights as you can. Um, and for guys to taking too many shots, the fight has to be stopped. The fight will never. Most of the time, the fight will never quit. It's up to the referee to not let him take those extra punches that can lead to hospitalization, that can lead to a blood clot in the brain, that can lead to becoming blind because a shot hits you. While it's up to the people that are around the fight to control it. That's why it's a sport. It's not a street fight. Everything is contained. There's rules. There's regulations. You just have to have the most professional people around to control the uncontrollable.
What did your dad tell you about all that as well? Because I would think he's at a place where he has perspective. He's lived through it as well, and his advice would be something where he's talking from experience as well.
Yeah, I mean, with my father, it was tough because, I think it affected with what happened with him and Michael Watson. It affected him a lot more. Um, it actually took away, I think, his killer instinct. So after that, he was never really the same fighter. He didn't have that finishing mentality. He was happy to just, all right, the guy's hurt, I'm winning, I'll coast, or whatever. As long as I'm winning, as long as I'm in the front, I don't need to go in there for the kill. Which is, again, it's not the mindset you should have in boxing. Unfortunately, you can't have compassion. for your opponent, because your opponent damn sure isn't going to have any compassion for you. Um, Respect, you know, dignity. You have to respect the rules. You don't hit your man when he's down. You don't punch below the belt. You don't hit him behind the head. But within the rules of boxing, you got to be a savage. You got to do. You got to do what you got to do. Because your opponent damn sure is. So, like I said, it's up to the people that are there to control and regulate the fight to be on the ball.